On YouTube, this is Lord Destro making another video. Um, on the East Coast in Maryland, we survived Hurricane Sandy. We had out of power about 5 seconds, but other than that, it was all good. No casualties, which is always a good thing. Apologize for, well, two things. One, apologize for sounding funny, but got a fever and I'm coughing and sneezing, so I apologize. I should make a video, but I'm bored and can't sleep. This NyQuil's not working. But anyhow, I also want to apologize for not having the nice fancy tutorial with menus and actual, screenshots and all that. I just don't have the equipment or technology to make those nice crisp videos that other guys have. I mean, if you know the equipment name, if you know the program that I need, let me know. I will try to get a hold of that stuff. But brother's pockets are hurt these days, so I can't be spending all this stuff on computer stuff. But if you know what equipment they're using to make these nice videos, then give me some more info. I appreciate it. All right, check this out. I did say in the last video that when it comes to actually changing legend guys or credit guys and generics, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Hopefully, without saying the screen, just by me talking, you'll be able to figure it out. I do apologize. Maybe someday down the road I'll be able to have this footage or pay somebody to do it for me and I'll just narrate over it. I don't know. But the main thing is that when you start the game, you don't want to have a roster file at all. What you want to do is load the game up. Of course, they'll have you pick the team, pick 11 random dudes. They make your uniforms. Now repeat, when you make your uniform, make sure that they're the ones that you want. Because once you start this hex editor process, it's to put on no return. You can't, go back and change the uniform because you'll just mess up all your work. So you want to go online and not go online, but you want to at least play a computer and kind of see how your uniforms look on the field. Then once you do that, go into settings. Go to autosave, turn it off. Then go to settings and save it. Okay? Then what you want to do is create your 20 guys. Now what I do is I write down, okay, who I want to be my 2 golds, my 3 silvers, my 6 bronze, and of course that's on 11 people. You've got 9 guys created. So, from there what you got to do is, this is where you don't want to overhex. I mean, if the guy's like a decent player, then create him to be a bronze. If he's really a silver, create a silver. I mean, do what you gotta do, but be responsible. Okay, next, I would to make the guys legit as possible, to get their height, weight, and all that stuff on point. I would either go to the team's website, or what I use, I go to ProFootballReference.com, and that's what tells me their height, weight, age, birth date, college they went to, jersey number. I do all that stuff. That's what I use. And then I even get even more detail. This is optional. I'll go to Google Image and I'll just type the player's name and see what kind of equipment he wears, and then I will match the player and make him look like the real life person. Okay. Once you do that, you want to save it. Now I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you got the program's Mario, you got your flash drive, and you got your USB extract program and the All Pro editor. From there, what you want to do is you want to save the roster file onto a USB drive. Then you go to the computer, use USB extract, load it up, transfer it into like a folder. Name the folder 2012, whatever your team name is. Then once you do that, use the All Pro editor to load it up. Okay. Remember I was telling you about those other guys, the 9 guys that, there aren't, I said to create 2 golds, 3 silver, 6 bronze, but the other guys I told you can create them either, bronze or silvers or gold, whatever. If you think that they're that caliber player, then that's up to you. This is where discretion comes in because, in honesty, you don't want to make super death squads, So what I do from this point is those 9 remaining guys, I will change their color of the star to either silver and gold. Now keep in mind, you create them as bronze first. It won't change their numbers by changing their color. There's a reason why I'm telling you to change their colors from bronze to gold or silver, is because to make this process, that's the only way you'll be able to do it. Make the process go versus, keeping away. That's the only way you'll be able to do it. So remember, by you changing the color of the player, he still has bronze stats. You're just changing the color. Okay. Once you go to that point, you want to save it. You want to use, to go to memory. If you're watching this video, you should know. You go to Audio, and then you rehash it, then you transfer it back on USB extract, back on your flash drive. Go back to the Xbox, load it up. Okay. Then when you go into your editor with your team players, you'll see all their colors change. This is what you do. You go to the selection screen. Okay? The first thing you want to do is the 6 guys that you want to be bronze, you pick them first. Okay? Once you do that, those other remaining 9 guys that you created, that you changed the colors, you want to put them in those 2 gold slots, and you want to put them in the 3 silver slots. You save the roster, take the flash drive back to the computer, do the transfer. You know what you got to do. You load up All Pro Editor, and then all those people. And I would suggest leaving the Xbox screen up to know what you're doing. So the 2 guys you put in gold, they're on your team now. You change them to bronze. The 3 silver guys that you put on your team, you change them to bronze. You save the roster file. You do Audio. You change it. You go to save it Audio. You put it into the USB extract. Go back to the Xbox with the flash drive. When you load it up and you go to your team selection screen, you realize that those 2 gold spots and those 3 silver spots, they're empty. Your guys didn't disappear. What happened was you changed them into bronze, but you can't see them because the screen only allows you to have 6 guys on the screen, but they're there. Trust me, and I will prove to you. I will show you where you can find them. Okay? Repeat the process again. Put 2 guys in the gold, 3 silvers in the spot. Save it. Go back into the computer. Change their colors to bronze. Save it. Go back to the Xbox, and you'll see they're gone again. Okay? You want to repeat the process until you have 5 guys left. And those should be the 2 gold guys that you really want to be gold, and the 3 gold guys that you want to, 3 silver guys that you want to be silver. Okay. You should be writing all this down. Like I said, I repeat, make sure you're writing on a pad that all the guys that you want to be 2 golds, the guys you want to be 3 silvers, and the guys you want to be 6 bronze. Okay. Now, here's what I will show you. Once you've done that, here's what I will show you that they're on your team. Go on your depth chart, and then you will see all the positions are filled. Now, remember, there are still stars. You can't play the game. Don't try to play the game. The game will freeze. And you'll see that all these guys have now taken the spots of the generic guys. You might still have, a generic backup here and there. You'll still have generic guys on your team, but, you'll still have them. So then once you do that, I encourage you to go into the season, save your team as a season, name them the 2012 whatever, and then quit. The reason why, because it's a backup, just in case something goes wrong, because anything can happen, and I don't want you to lose your hard work. So, at this very last step, you want to save it as a season. Use that season save trick. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's people who can point you to the video that will tell you how to do it. Okay. Then what happens is you will go to, you'll go to the All Pro Editor. Remember, all those guys you changed into bronze, Now you want to change them into generics. And when you select their tier, it'll have like gold, bronze, silver, and it'll have like two dashes. Those remaining 9 guys I was telling you about earlier that you change, and then you change from bronze to gold, and you change them back to bronze. You want to change those 9 guys to generic, that dash. Okay. Make sure that this is the most important setup, because if you don't, or step, because if you don't get it right, if you leave, because remember, the game only recognizes that it doesn't matter the color star, as long as you got 11 stars. But if you got 10 stars or 12 stars, the game will freeze. So you make sure that those guys, the remaining 9 guys out of 20 guys you created, the remaining 9 guys are turned into generics. You save the roster file. I would encourage you to make a backup somewhere. Transfer it back through, to the flash drive. Go back to the Xbox. Okay. Once you go into the Xbox, just play a quick game. If that game starts and they start playing, then it worked. And then you'll see all the created guys that were 1 stars, they're now generics. And they don't play like generics either. They're playing the way they create them. Then once you've done that point, then you realize, okay, the game works. Now you can go doing a little tweaking. For my Redskin team, once I did that part, I go into the All-Pro editor. I start giving guys certain abilities. I start tweaking guys. Robert Griffin III, I made him a gold quarterback. But the thing is, when you create a gold quarterback, they give 55 speed to a silver. I'm sorry, for a gold quarterback, they give speed 55. And we all know Robert Griffin at least have a 90, so I built it to 90. And you want to do those little things, you want to give them attributes that will reflect their real life play, I have been criticized by people online who say, oh, you're just basing your opinion making teams. No, I make my teams based on other people's opinions. I watch every game. I will go by the commentators, and I go from there, okay? So what if my bronze has 2 or 3 abilities? The abilities is not what your concern should be. It should be the main numbers, the meat and potatoes is what I call them, the speed, strength, stamina, blocking, whatever. That's the part you should concern yourself with. But me being a responsible hexer, and I make it known that I'm hexer, so I don't want anybody to be surprised. I go online, I'm hexing. I'm making this 5-year game better, and I'm not playing regular teams. I'm sorry. You might think I'm immature, you might be selfish, but hey, I'm trying to refresh this game. And like Beanie Siegel said in that one movie, State Property, you either get down or you lay down. So when it comes to this hexing, so like I said, I hope that I explained to you as best as I can on how to change you created guys into generics. And this process can be done with legend guys too, because Rob Slayer was the first to pull this off. So that's why Rob Slayer, his team, they were just loaded. There was no stopping him. This is the step how he did it. So this Lord Destro, I apologize for not having a nice picture quality, but tutorial or typed up manual for a PDF format. Apologize. Got any questions? Just shoot me a mail. Talk to you later. Bye.